I was very fortunate many years ago, 25 years ago, to meet the great Henri Jayer. Henri Jayer could be called the godfather of modern red winemaking today. And he was a very humble farmer who lived in Vosne-Romanee in the Cote in Burgundy and made arguably the most collectible red Burgundies of all time. I met him when he was a pretty old chap. He was on the eve of his 70th birthday. He'd come over to London, didn't speak very much English, and I had to sort of speak regional Burgundian, which is pretty tricky, but I'll never forget the evening. And in meeting Jayer, he enthused about his godson's estate, Meo-Camuzet, and Meo-Camuzet wines, now that Henri has passed away and gone to the great vineyard in the sky, Meo-Camuzet wines are a place where you can still taste some of his influence. Also based in Vosne-Romanée, Jean-Nicolas Meo-Camuzet now runs the estate. And Jean-Nicolas is a young, sort of thrusting, kind of professional, modern chap who is very aware of how historic the soils are in his vineyards, but he's also very savvy and he understands the modern world. And this combination of skills is incredibly important these days. He has under his belt some Grand Crus. He has Richebourg, which is just off the scale in terms of quality. But my favourite wine that he makes, it's not a Grand Cru, it's a Vosne-Romanee called Cros Parantoux, from a tiny vineyard just behind the Grand Crus, little undulating vineyard, tiny little plot of land, and in the right vintage this can make a wine that soars above the Grand Crus. He also makes inexpensive wine as well, Bourgogne Rouge and a few village wines, and a host of very smart Premier Crus from both his village, Vosne-Romanee, and the village next door, Nuits-Saint-Georges. Meo-Camuzet wines are pretty difficult to find, sadly. The production's very small. He just has one quite compact cellar underneath his property. It's very cold down there, and this is another reason why the wines are so sought after. They're made very slowly and very elegantly, and they're cram-packed full of energy, and they age forever. So difficult to find, there's no doubt about that, but look out for the Meo-Camuzet name on labels, and my advice is probably to pop down to Burgundy because there are plenty of his wines in the restaurants down there, and that'll be a perfect way for you to introduce yourself to the wines.